Anytime you're heading outdoors, it's a good idea to check the forecast and dress for the weather. The same advice applies whenever you're installing low-voltage cable outside. You need to make sure your cable is rated for outdoor use, but it's not as simple as finding a cable marked outdoors. To protect cable and system performance, you need a cable that's designed, tested, and rated to withstand the conditions of your installation environment. There are 5 main outdoor ratings you should be aware of: sunlight resistant, CMX outdoor, direct burial, wet location, and water blocked. Each rating has its own set of test procedures, which must be performed by accredited third-party providers such as UL. Let's explore these 5 ratings in greater detail to ensure you get the right cable for the job. Sunlight-resistant cable, also known as UV-rated cable, is built with an insulated jacket to protect against prolonged exposure to sunlight, as well as some exposure to light moisture. You might see it labeled SUNRES, or SR for short. The sunlight-resistant test lasts 30 days, during which the cable is blasted with repeated cycles of UV light and light water misting. At the end, the cable jacket is inspected for tensile strength and elongation to verify its integrity. For reference, all Genesis riser and general-purpose cables are sunlight-resistant. CMX outdoor cable is residential use cable that's approved for limited exposure to sunlight, moisture, and cold temperatures. For example, you might run CMX outdoor cable along a house, but under an eave so that it's partially shielded from the elements. To achieve a CMX outdoor rating, the cable must pass a weatherometer test and a cold impact test. The weatherometer test is like the sunlight-resistant test, but shorter, 300 hours versus 720 hours. Next, this cable is tested for its ability to withstand frigid temperatures using the cold impact test. Samples of cable are exposed to cold temperatures for a set period, then hit with a free-falling weight and inspected for damage. Direct burial cable, often marked as DIR-BUR, is designed to be buried in the ground without protective conduit. This cable must pass 2 rigorous tests that show it can withstand underground moisture and pressure. One is the mechanical water absorption test. Cable samples are dried in an oven, then submerged in water. Later, the cables are weighed to determine the level of water absorption. Low absorption means high water resistance. The second test is the crush test. This test subjects the cable to extreme force to ensure the jacket and conductor insulation can handle the stress of being buried. The cable passes if the jacket and conductor's insulation show no sign of splits, tears, cracks, or ruptures. Wet location cables, sometimes marked simply wet, are built with special insulation to prevent the conductors from being electrically compromised, even when the cable is saturated with water. To verify water resistance, these cables are submerged in water for at least 12 weeks and tested several times to monitor for any degradation of the insulation. Cables rated for wet locations are often paired with other rated features, such as sunlight resistance or water blocking, for an even more rugged and versatile outdoor solution. Water-blocked cables are designed with an extra layer of protection in case the cable's jacket is compromised. In these situations, water blocking prevents water from flowing down the length of a cable and potentially damaging connected devices. Water blocking can be achieved using several different materials, including gels, swallowable tapes, and powders. To verify water blocking capability, the test subjects the open end of a cable sample to a column of water for 60 minutes. At the end of that time, if no water has reached the opposite end of the cable, the water blocking is deemed effective. Genesis offers a comprehensive selection of cables using the industry's most rigorous standards, all so that the cable you're installing is ready for the weather, and you can always get the hassle-free experience you deserve. At Genesis, we offer the cable you need for every outdoor installation. You can count on it.